Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for March 16th, Trust Issues V2 by NineToFiveGamer. Trust Issues V2 is an ice track that has a small road section at the very start. Some additional information for the track include it having a GPS, a single finish, no speed checks, and no skips or cuts. I found the track to be a little bit more difficult than an average track, rating it a 7 out of 10. I completed the track with a time of 45.112. This is about 4 seconds ahead of the gold medal time and about 4/10 of a second ahead of the author medal time. Overall, I found the track to be just okay, feeling most turns had to be taken within a very small area of deviation, otherwise you really couldn't drive it properly. On the plus or minus rating scale, I would rate it a plus rating. For today's analysis and comparison, we are using the current world record Ghost driven by PBead. They had a time of 42.624, and this is 2.488 ahead of my personal best. So I find ice pretty hard to analyze because any very small difference in your turn is going to set you up vastly different, so I'll try to give you some general advice today. And one thing before getting into it as well, you want to be in third gear for basically the entire track. At the very start here, the world record will go on an inside line. I go a tiny bit wider, but we end up basically in the same spot while starting the turn anyway. However, they'll get a massive speed boost here starting this ice slide, and I don't. I really don't know the reason for this. Maybe it's because they're slightly more angled than I am. I really don't know what the difference was here, but you'll see them pull very far ahead, and I really could not tell you the reason for it. Once you get around this opening turn, you want to release the gas right about here so you can start straightening out your car and start the ice slide in the other direction. And really for this next upcoming turn, you really just want to be on an inside line the entire way. Obviously here I am wide entering this, and it'll be wide throughout basically the entire turn here. Really the opening couple turns are the only ones you can be slightly off on your lines and end up being okay. Once you're at the jump at the end of the section, you need your momentum going somewhere over towards the left side, not too far, just a little bit left of center. If you're not, you'll have a very difficult time getting around this next corner. If you're able to get through this cleanly, you should be able to go from the left side slide to the right side slide without releasing the gas. For the turn itself, you want to start on an inside line, and then on the exit, you want to end up wide, being wide on the entrance to the next section. That should allow you to get through here nice and smooth. For the next turn, just like the last one, start on an inside line and end up wide on the exit yet again. I found it best here on the exit to brake tap just before leaving. This will allow your car to turn slightly mid-air and get you a harsher angle for the upcoming turns. You can grab the ice immediately and get around the corner. And moving up a little bit, we can also see I'll brake tap here in the turn as well. I don't know if it was necessary to do that, and I almost was over aggressive here and almost went off the edge. Got very lucky that I didn't. And this will basically lead us into the final couple turns into the finish. This one here, you want to be entering a little bit to the right of center and taking an inside line throughout the entire thing. And we're to the final thing here at the end of the track. This jump here in which you want to do a 180. Absolutely hated the end of this track. It's so easy to either slide too far to the left here, be too far on the outside to the right, crash out, go completely out of the track. Not to mention the standing respawn here at the end also is not very good. Really, I just absolutely hated the end of this track. Nonetheless, for the exit here, you want to brake tap just before leaving, so your car will spin around 180 degrees basically. You'll land going the other direction, so you can continue your ice slide into the finish. Unfortunately here, I brake tap a little bit too hard and a little bit too early, so I will over-rotate here and not get the slide into the finish. And also, luckily, I still end up somehow getting on a straight line here, and will be able to finish out the track with the author medal. So we finally got another ice track today. It's been a while. Really, it wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. Really, ice for me has kind of taken a downward turn for me. You know, it used to be kind of like my second favorite type of track. And I don't know, just lately, last few months has really not been all that enjoyable for me, and I couldn't really tell you why. What I hope you found enjoyable is today's analysis. If you did like it, please also like the video and subscribe. Check the description for links to my Twitch and Discord, and be sure to check out all the other track analysis videos out on the channel already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one.